Hey everybody, it's Brandon. Be More. How you doing? The Marinos, Rocket City Consignment, whatever you're looking on YouTube. I don't know, web channels. Um, Anyways, I just made a kind of a blog about our apartment here, and now I want to do something called Couch Time Therapy. That's what we got this couch for. So, it all started when I was 5 years old, and my brother took my Reese Pieces, and from there, blew up. Sorry. I'm glad I amused myself. Anyways, so I just want to talk a little bit more about this RV thing. I want to start a new blog. I don't know what to call it really. Again, this is all new to me, and I'm just taking it as it goes. So it will get better, I promise. The more I learn, but right now I'm a rookie, so I'm just doing what I can do. But there's this lady called Sandy Krakowski, I think is her last name. It's more Diane's thing. She's some millionaire, billionaire, businesswoman, something like that. That's really taken a liking to Diane and trying to help us out, help us grow in our family and in our business financially too as well. So one of her suggestions was to make blogs and videos about our journey, and so that's what we're doing because we're gonna listen to her. She obviously knows what she's talking about. So one thing with the RV. I just want to tell you, this isn't going to be a crazy, exploding, awesome, action-packed video. This is just me talking, so, spoiler alert there. But I do got some interesting stuff to say if you are interested. So, but I got to start somewhere, break eggs, make an omelet. So, I'm going to stop rambling now. But anyways, to the point. So, I'm 6'5". Trying to find an RV has been one of the hardest and craziest things I've ever done. And the reason why, for you people that don't know RVs, you'll know what I'm talking about here in a minute. For the people that know about RVs and have done that before, congratulations. You guys have accomplished a lot. It takes a long time, unless you just got tons of money and you don't care and you're just going to get the luxury, whatever. But if you're like us and you don't have that much money, but you got to find a thing you can live in full time with 3 kids, it's been challenging. The one thing that I've learned, take some notes. The one thing that I've learned now is when you're looking for an RV, you'll be like, oh, I remember the first 3, 4 of them I saw. I was like, they're awesome, they're awesome, they're awesome, they're awesome. The more you look at them, the more you see more floor plans, you see more things. You start realizing what you don't like, what you do like, your pros and cons. We've been in this for about 2 years now, and so I'd like to think, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'd like to think like I know enough to help. But one thing, again, that I've realized is being 6'5", it's hard to find an RV you can fit in. I don't know why they think, I guess because most old people buy RVs, that they're short. I have no idea. They do have this thing called high profile, which we just recently learned about a month ago. And the high profiles are the ones with the 11 to 12, ceiling, whatever. They're higher up. Now, not always, but for the most part, excuse me, for the most part, there are 4 ladders. So, and when you take the ladder down, the steps on the RV, if they have 4 steps, that means they're high profile. If they're 3, they're normal. Now, that's not always the case. But for the most part, if you see a 4-step RV, that's high profile. So if you're 6'3" and up, or 6'2" and up, you probably want to start there, and that way that gets rid of a lot of the competition and a lot of the wasting your time. Because in the beginning we were just looking and looking and looking at all these low profiles and mediums, and like every single one of them, whether they look good or not, it's like, and I'm like, okay, I got the taco neck syndrome thing going on here. And I'm like, I don't care how great it is. Like, I can't fit in it. And if I can't fit in it, I'm not going to live in it. So I wish I would have known that right off the bat. And if someone would have told me about that, maybe if a dealer saw how tall I was and said, hey, you need a high profile. But they don't, whatever. They just want to make it sell. Now, some are really good and know what they're doing. But some, salesmen, they're all the same. Anyways, so start there. Okay. The other thing, if you want full time or you just have kids, they have a thing called center bunk, and they have They have back bunks too, but you want something that's called bunk. Um, you'll see them things like 370 CB, center bunk, or RS or RL, rear living, RE, rear entertainment, FL is front living room. So you'll start noticing all these things. QHBS, queen, back, bathroom, sliders is the S's usually. So as you go, you'll start finding out what these letters mean and the size, like 370, 37 foot or whatever. So anyways, so from my experience, now Diane, I'm sure has had a totally different experience, but from my experience being 6'5", like I said, start with the high profile. The one thing with dealerships, you have different dealerships all across the United States, and each dealership carries a brand, and each brand has a different floor plan. So you could go to a dealership. We live in Alabama. We go, let's say Decatur. There's a dealership in Decatur. We go to Decatur. They have like Sierra. They have Montana. They have like certain brands. Then like Montana only makes this floor plan. Sierra only makes this certain floor plan. So like it can get pretty overwhelming if you don't know what you're looking for, because okay, they have a Montana and they have this third, rear entertainment, which I don't even think Montana makes a rear entertainment, but let's just say rear entertainment bunkhouse, and you like it, but then over at this other dealership in Georgia and Ringgold, they have an Open Range is the brand, and Open Range has a floor plan that's a little bit different, almost the same as the Montana, but just a little bit different. Montana can't make that floor plan. So you'd have to go to Georgia and go to that Pacific dealership and get that Pacific Open Range and that Pacific floor plan. Whew! Just talking about it makes me like, wow, like there's just so much to it. And then on top of that, if you're looking at dealerships, they all have different brands and they all have different floor plans. They have that. Well, then you look at like Craigslist and you look at they have these RV events, and then private sell, and then you can get where bank repos or police compounds. You can get combos with RV and truck if you're looking for it. Usually older models that come with a truck and the RV, whatever floats your boat. If you want brand new, whatever. I personally, looking around, would prefer just buying brand new off of the lot. Normally, like buying a car or something like that, normally I would never go to a dealership and buy a brand new car right off the lot. We all know how that is. It loses value as soon as you drive away. I don't really, that's not my cup of tea, but in this instance, in an RV, because we're going to live there, it's my home, I want it brand new, I want it off the lot, I want all the bells and whistles with it, the warranty with it, I want to finance through that dealership. Dealerships have, like if there's a dealership here in Georgia that carries Open Range, and there's a dealership in Texas that does Open Range, then I can go to that Texas one, and work it out. So you can't do that with a private seller or Craigslist or something like that. So to me, preferably, I would buy brand new off the lot. Anyways, with the warranties and stuff like that. So it's kind of where we're at right now. Again, we've been looking for 2 years, and I personally, I've said it before, I like Open Range. I like those ones. But there's a thing called toy hauler that we just started looking at. And toy haulers, they call them toy haulers because in the back it's like a garage. And you can, if you got an RV, boat, jet skis, whatever, probably not a boat, but RV, jet ski, it's a toy hauler. It's really cool, but see, we never looked at that before. We've always looked at the insides for the kids because we want the kids to have their own room. There was this awesome one, man, I was so excited about it. It was, and there's only, I forget the name of the brand, but there's only this one brand that carries this one specific floor plan. Nobody else does it. And we went and looked at it, and it was in the back. It was like a rear, kind of like a room of like a bunkhouse, but it was an entertainment room kind of thing. Then it had a nice kitchen, and then it had a middle bunk. It was just bunk beds in the middle of the RV, and then it had the master bedroom. So if you think about it, it was 3 bedrooms and a nice sized kitchen. But anyways, and I was like, this is perfect. Everybody can have their own room. I mean, the back room can be like a nice playroom. The middle is where the kids sleep. We still keep the master bedroom. You know, like everything was perfect. I get in it. What do you think happened? Couldn't fit. Couldn't fit in the master bedroom. Couldn't fit in the bathroom because it was up top. If you know fifth wheels, and the back is always big, and then it goes. You know, there's like stairs that go up to the front part of it. So I couldn't fit in it, and I was like, seriously, and you know, it was great and perfect, and Diane was all like, we got to get it, and I was like, I'm not gonna live in something I can't fit in. I mean, that killed it for me, you know. So, anyways, so Toy Haulers has high ceilings, they're really nice, they're high profiled, and another cool feature with Toy Haulers is in the back in the garage. You know, the back of it opens up. So you can, you know, like a ramp, so you can, you know, your four-wheeler or whatever. But it also stands up, so you can make it a back deck. They also make this one we just saw that it's a toy hauler. So the back opens up, and it's got in the kitchen, the thing folds out. So you got a front deck. It's like $70,000, so it's kind of out of our price range. But could you, I mean, when you're doing a fifth wheel, like you're trying to get as much room as possible, obviously. So the fact that it has a back deck, a garage, which turns into a bedroom, and a front deck from the kitchen, like, it's awesome. Very awesome. I think it's called a Raptor. I forget who does it. Force River, maybe. I can't remember, but it's called a Raptor toy hauler. So anyways, awesome, though. So we're looking into that. We're also looking into this other one called Voltage. It's kind of the same thing. It's a toy hauler, so it doesn't have the front deck thing. It's got the back and all that. But the cool thing about toy haulers is not only is it a garage and stuff like that, but they also have electronic beds. So you can just hit a button and bzzz, the couch or bed or whatever will pop up. And that's where the kids can sleep. And then they have like a little entertainment and a TV and all that. And then so when you don't want to use the beds, you just hit the button, bring the beds back up to the top because there's plenty of room up top there. You can set like tables down, or you know, and put a playpen, or kids can play all in that area, and the beds are out of the way. Beautiful feature. Plus the back deck, and then it goes into the kitchen, which is a good sized kitchen, and then you know you get the master bedroom and bathroom, which is good size. The bathroom I have a little trouble in, but for the most part I can fit. And the master bedroom, it's got the vaulted ceilings, so I can fit in there. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. It's the Voltage. I'll get the number for you and the actual thing for it. Okay, sorry. Battery's fixing to die. I'll get the actual more journey. I'll make more videos, but that's pretty much what we're looking at right now. So for Christmas, coming up this Friday, we're actually going to my parents to Georgia, and we're going to look at RVs there. So I'll make plenty of videos about that. And hopefully we can narrow it down to what we want, and maybe hopefully by either the end of this month to January, we'll have an RV. So that's the game plan right now. But anyway, so I'll show you more on that. But I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit about the Voltage and the me being, you know, 6'5", what to look for, and I mean that's kind of it in a nutshell. Again, I'll do more videos on RV. I have 2 videos on my YouTube channel. Be More. I think it's just Be More or Be More to Them. And then StarWars1111.b@gmail.com. But look for me on YouTube. I got 2 videos up about the ones we looked at there. I'm gonna have to go plug in my phone. Note to self: never make videos with almost dead battery. So. Give me 1 second, please. There we go. Okay. Well, YouTube only does 15-minute videos, and I'm at 14:30, so I will make another video for you guys later on, but that's it in a nutshell. And then when the next video I talk about, I'll probably talk more about the journey of getting to the point of getting an RV and everything that we gave up and changed in our lives to get to that point. But right now I just kind of want to give you a little rough draft on where we are on the RVs. So anyways, my name's Brandon Marino. Be more to everyone, and love you guys. Peace.